Hey there, everybody. Welcome to FunnelHackerTV. You would not believe Russell literally just deleted the most recent version of his book. If you have not seen it on Instagram, we're going to show you a preview of what is in the book, what he deleted and why he deleted it. We're also going to be walking through Funnel FOMO. There's some cool things that you don't want to miss. And then it's a Funnel Hackathon right now. We want to make sure that you get all of the details of what's going on in the office. Let's go ahead and jump in the intro and we'll give you all the details.
We are part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.
What's up, everybody? I'm Susan Leonardson. This is Ben Moot, and we have to talk about Russell's video.
Yes.
Because apparently, so Ben has been in the office for a few days. We've got the Hack-A-Thon going on, and apparently Russell was going around the room yesterday saying, "Did you see the video? Did you see the video?" So if you missed the video, this is it right here. We might play some audio on it in a bit. But okay, so he did something I feel like would be really scary. I don't know if I could do it. Yeah. He's been writing his next book.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's spent a lot of time and energy on it already. And he's like, okay, we're just this isn't quite right. We're going to just delete it. We're deleting it. We're starting over.
And he gives the whole reason as to why, and you get some background on the book. And like, he's been writing this for 1,000 days. 1,000 days. And he didn't keep it as drafts. He didn't keep it for reference. He just, okay, we're just going to cut to the video. You guys need to watch the full video on Instagram, but let's go ahead and tease it really quick. And
I'm going to be sharing the journey with you. So if you enjoy this, please subscribe, let people know about it, share it, comment. Welcome to day number 1 of writing a best-selling book and hopefully selling 1 million copies. As of March 1st, 2021, it's been 1,076 days. That's when I originally signed the contract with Hay House to write this book 2 years, 11 months, and 9 days ago. So the question is, why is today day number 1? I've written 3 books now. One of them was a New York Times bestseller. Only 0.4% of books ever sell more than 100,000 copies, which means all 3 of my first 3 books are in the 0.4% club, which is amazing. But only 0.003% ever sell 1 million copies by themselves. So if I'm gonna write a book that's gonna sell 1 million copies, it cannot be good. It's gotta be great. The second book I wrote, I remember I had written about 100 pages. I felt like the book was good, but it wasn't great. And so I literally went live on Snapchat and deleted the entire book from my computer in front of my entire audience. People were freaking out. People were like literally begging me to send them copies of what I'd written, but I wasn't proud of it. So I deleted it and started over. And this book has been the same thing. So let me show you what's been happening over here over the last 2 years, 11 months, and 9 days. So here are the copies of the manuscripts I've written so far. If you scroll through here, you can see that there are 105 pages of writing and edits and doodles and notes, and I put a lot into this. When I got done, it was like, again, it was good, but not great.
It's good, but not great. That's the reason, which, I mean, he said it. He's calling his shot, which is, this is the book that I'm going to sell 1 million copies of. Right. And it's got to be great.
And it's interesting. Like, how many of us have like set out to do something, and like you look back at the time, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm still not there. Oh, I still haven't done it. Oh, I'm still trying to figure this out. Like realizing you're not alone. And this is a process that, look, Russell's going through at the exact same time. And so how do you actually get the start? How do you do it? And I think it's interesting to see how Russell's doing his start with almost like publishing the process. Like now you're going to have to be with me as I do it. So if you guys haven't watched it on Instagram, you should, but that's an interesting, I thought it was an interesting way to get some motivation and get started.
Yeah. I mean, we read about it in Expert Secrets. I think it's in where it's not talked about a lot, but it's document your journey. And this is what Russell's doing. So like you said, I think we mentioned earlier, this is a series. He's going to let us follow along the journey in him writing this book. And it's like he hit the reset button. We're going back to day 1 because he deleted everything he had. Yeah. And I think that's been really powerful in my own journey. How about you too, Ben?
No, it's been really nice. It's one of the greatest blessings that we have to be able to press a reset button and not be held back by everything that's happened in the past and be able to move forward in something that's new. Yeah. And so it's not only like stressful as all get out for him to delete all of it, but I wonder if it's also a relief. It's almost like a breathing new air into something that's new. So this what was really cool to me is like this felt like an old Funnel Hacker TV episode.
Yeah.
Like this is almost like getting back into the old. So a really quick update. If you guys have not seen, let's go ahead and share my screen really quick, Tim. Russell took a whole bunch of videos off of YouTube. He put them on Rumble. And so guys, if you like the old stuff and you want to go down memory lane a little bit, there are some spectacular episodes. Like this goes back forever. I was going through these. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm reliving things. This is crazy. So if you guys have not seen this, it's just cool. So if you want to go over to Rumble and subscribe, that'd be cool. But this is really meant to be kind of a repository for us. I don't know if anyone's supposed to know about it. So, but it felt like we were getting back to the basics here really quick. So I wanted to be able to share that with you guys because it's really cool.
And, we might, over the next while, we might find something in there and bring it to your attention and be like, oh my gosh, we found this one in the repository or the archives. And we'll bring it up if you guys want us to do that for you.
Cool.
Okay. What's next?
What is next? The next thing that we need to talk about is really quick. We need to talk about some FOMO. There is something happening really quick here. We want to make sure that you don't miss it. Russell's about to fly out of Boise and he is going where? To Ohio. Why? Because Dan Kennedy is shutting down NOBS Letter. Why is he doing it? Why is it working? Russell's going to be there talking about the whole process with Dan, talking about the strategies and bringing in all of the best things. If you guys are not registered, let's go ahead and drop out the link here really quick. You can go to nobsletter.com/register. And so you guys can go ahead and go in there. So this is going to be spectacular. This is happening on Friday. And if you're not part of NOBS Letter, come here just to learn. All of us have a continuity program at this point or planning on doing it because Russell's talked about it for forever with the linchpin. Go here and just funnel hack it because the strategies are going to be shared here and the opportunity to be able to hear from Dan from his basement is going to be brilliant. And I don't know if you guys know how much pain is going into making this work. And so this is definitely something new for the Dan Kennedy world. Definitely jump in. This is going to be really, really, really cool. nobsletter.com/register.
Awesome. That's going to be fun.
It's going to be good. All right. That was just a really quick thing. There's something happening in the office that we need to talk about. Let's talk about Funnel Hackers on Location really quick. So,
as you might have noticed, we are in a different room. I don't think we've never had Funnel Hacker TV from this angle in this room, but we are in the office right now. We're in the studio room. But you're seeing right now on the video, this was yesterday. This is in the, what do you guys call that room in there?
The bullpen.
The bullpen.
Yeah.
And they are busy. Why don't you tell them what's going on?
Yeah. So, Russell has all the Funnel Builder team fly in. He's like, I get to hang out with all my friends. And so it was cool to be able to sit down with him. And he kind of did a recap of what has happened over the last 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. He went all the way back to when everything was going spectacular with ClickFunnels and we had one funnel away and all the way to today. And he painted the picture as he sees it, which was for those of you who are like, how does he not see? How does he not know? Russell is very, very aware. And so he sat down and gave us the full vision of everything and walked through this is where I see us. This is where I see us going. And this is the pivot we're going to make. And he sat down and we walked through different funnel strategies. We talked to rebuilding certain different pieces and then what we're going to be doing going forward in order to organize things and to map things out. And he went and recorded videos in this room. He was here recording upsell videos and new strategies. And so there's things that are happening at this hackathon. It is very busy. It is really, really cool. And that's been happening both yesterday and today.
It's happening right now. They're all over there right now. It's so awesome.
We're missing one right now. So he's talking right now about a new angle that he wants to do I can't talk about it, but it's really cool. And so this is the really cool meeting, the vision. And so I need to get over there as soon as I can, but I want to be able to spend the time with you guys. We don't want to deviate all the stuff, but it's so good.
One of the cool things is that, sometimes when you're building stuff or you're in this idea mode and, ClickFunnels is not new. Their offers aren't really, new. They're revisiting old offers even. But when you're in this phase of okay, we need to grow, we need to adapt, we need to make some changes. It's just nice to pull everybody together and just like be together and do it. And there's a term I'm trying to think of, and hopefully it comes to me, where it's just like, it's almost like a jam session or like and so we may not be able to do that with our people that we've surrounded ourselves like in person, but like for me, my business partners, we like get our team together virtually. We have like late night sessions. Sometimes we have sometimes we do like all day Saturdays. We just did one the other day of like, okay, we've got to streamline our project management system. And like, we just did like 9 hours straight of just doing our management. And sometimes you just have to do these sessions. And so Russell's brought everybody into the office to do it. It's like, all right, everybody just come here. It's just faster, easier. We can collapse time.
Yeah. And the cool thing was, so like he sat down as like a mastermind. Is that what you're looking for? Is like a word?
No,
it's like,
not quite, but go with that.
It feels like a mastermind. So he sat down. He's like, this is the funnel as it is. We need to fix this funnel. How do we do it? And it was like Russell didn't come to us with the answer. We all got to be a part of it. And that was so cool because we created something that we've never seen before in book funnels. And it's like, what if we did this? And what if the upsell was this? And what if we changed this to the, and it was like, what if everything? So it's almost like, if we get this right, you're going to see book funnels change. If you get this, like, and then we're like, and if this works, then we can see this and this funnel type, and we have a template for that. And it's so cool to like see. And then we have templates around the business. It's not just, oh, here's an idea. Let's go. And maybe this will be the upsell. Maybe this is how we'll do it. We have structures around dramatic demonstrations. We have structures around book funnels that's new and unique and is working today. We have structures around, and so it's building those structures, having that time to be able to synergize and be able to have all those ideas is really, really cool. So they talked about book funnels yesterday. And they also talked about a Mifty funnel yesterday. And then today they're talking about events. So there's some cool stuff happening. And then Russell's going to set aside and be like, all right, now let's talk about the next funnels. And so he's going to like lay out the plan. So there's a lot of things happening, and you guys may not see it on the front end, but on the back end, we're changing a lot of things to create some organization, to be able to support our partners, to be able to support everybody else, and be able to be more coordinated here. So that way we get more noise out before the launch. So it's going to be really cool.
This is one of those situations where if you look close at what's coming, you'll be able to pick up on things. But if you're not paying attention, it's probably gonna be easily missed.
Yes.
So, and if you do pay attention and you pick up on these things, it probably is like the equivalent of if you were in the room and you saw what they were doing, like it could change your business if you go and model what they're doing.
Yes. Pay attention. There was something specific, and I think I'm losing it now, but it was really, really cool. Oh, well, it was really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. So if you need to gather a group around to be able to have those sessions, be able to get the momentum, do it. It's going to be really, really valuable. It's going to help you out. All right. One thing before we end, I wanted to do a little quick news rush with you guys. There's a couple of things that we have done. I'm going to go ahead and call this, it's not a hacker hero, but let's go ahead and call it really quick. I'm going to pull up the water cooler. We'll just call it water cooler because there's a whole bunch of different news things. So Tim, I'm sorry I stepped on your toes, brother. Couple of things. Number one, the blog post or the podcast came out last week with Jeremy Miner. This was good.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, this was really good. I didn't even realize how good this was. I was listening to it. It's also on YouTube if you go to YouTube and listen to it, but this was really, really good. Also, it's funny, the last YouTube video that Russell did about him wondering if his kid should drop out of school. People, you guys have been blowing him up. The comments on that have been amazing and great. People are like stopping him outside of church to talk about it. It's crazy. Another thing, if you guys are doing APIs or webhooks or native integrations or Zapier or anything like that, and you're trying to figure this out and you need to have a conversation with developers, you can now go here. So every resource that you find in the help now pushes to this. It's a new ClickFunnels developer hub. It has everything that you need to understand about APIs, webhooks, no-code automations, all the different processes. If you need to have conversations, you can. All the different pieces are here so that way you can come and learn and have the discussion. And if you are stuck, you can start to have these conversations with developers, with each other in order to make this happen. So there's the change log. We've got a whole bunch of different things all available for here. So if you guys have been waiting like, well, when ClickFunnels does this, then please jump in. It is available, and we have built this out, and it's a beautiful piece. So definitely jump in and check that out. One last thing really quick. This was I'm going to zoom in here. This is an amazing post that I wanted to highlight today. This is from Renee Jackson. We've been talking about like getting started. Like how do you get started and what are the things that you use to get started? And she's been using ChatGPT in order to level up her funnel hacking game. So this is cool because ChatGPT has like the resource of so many different forums and all these different things. And so you can literally ask it and start doing, guess what? She's doing target market and competitor research with ChatGPT. She built out a 6-module course trying to answer their specific struggles. How to engage with an ebook that would be able to get them in. What are the training videos and what should they be? Developing the sales copy, like all of the different pieces that you would think like, oh, every time you would get stuck, she turns to ChatGPT and is like, all right, knock down the wall. Let's just get something. And then I can fix it on the back end if I need to. But it happens. In 1 week of using ChatGPT, a whopping 2,000 in pre-orders before her course hits the market. All achieved within a mere week. So she's in the 2CCX program. Renee, you are spectacular. I just wanted to highlight you because you are amazing. You're constantly giving value in the group. And this was gold. So yes, you're funnel hacking amazing and beautifully and wonderfully. And we massively, massively appreciate you.
It's very cool. It really does, it's like the ultimate ideation tool.
Yeah.
And it can save you so much time. We always tell people in our community, because we heavily use ChatGPT, because they're building funnels, they're creating their offers, they're about to launch stuff when they're going through this. And we say like, it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to get you like 70% there. And it's okay to launch at 70%.
Yes, it really is.
Yeah.
It's funny how many people are afraid to launch. Get it to 70% of the way and just go and whatever tool you need to use. If you need to delete everything you've done in the past and you need to start publishing on social, creating a series. This is the first of Russell's series. He's creating other series and there's things coming. So follow Russell's Instagram very, very close. Go watch that video. If you need to delete, if you need to start publishing in order to get you moving, if you need to get a group of crazy people around you in order to be able to be excited, if you need to use AI, get your momentum up. We are here. We're cheerleading on with you. We're excited for you. We're going to keep finding you guys. Keep commenting. Let us know what it is you guys want to see. We're looking at making Funnel Hacker TV better every single day. So guys, make sure you jump in and thanks for coming on.
Yep. We'll see you guys next time.
My name is Russell Brunson, and I'm part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We don't rely on cash from venture capitalists to get started, and we don't even have goals to go public either. In fact, our motivation is the exact opposite. You see, we have products and services and things that we know change people's lives. But because we're fighting against the big brands, people with literally unlimited budgets, we have to do things differently. We have to do things smarter. We don't have financial safety nets because every test we take is with our own money. We have to be profitable from day number one. So how do we do that? How is that even possible? If you ask the MBAs or look in your college textbooks, they will tell you that what we are doing is impossible, yet it's happening every single day. And it's happening through an art and a science that we call funnel hacking. It's not really something that I can explain to you. It's something I have to show you. These stories are a glimpse of entrepreneurs just like you who have a dream and a vision who want to change the world in their own little way. I use the funnel hacking process to help make their dreams become a reality. Yes, we are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.